Hey guys, stealthcamping here. Tonight I'm going to be camping out in these here woodlands that you can see. Just turn the camera around in some nice birch woodlands in the local forest. I've got all my gear down here and I'm going to set up in this little area here. So it's quite a mild night for November. I think it's about the 6th of November. So time is of the essence. It's going to be getting dark pretty soon. It's dark about 4:30 in the afternoon at this time of year, so I want to get the camp set up as soon as possible. But I think it's going to be a fun night. I'm hoping you'll stick with us. So anyhow, I'm now going to get the camp set up, and I will join you guys soon in a minute. All right, thank you for joining me. I'll see you in a bit. All right, bye bye. Hey, back again. Whew, finally got it all set up. So let me show you around the camp and let you know what's going on. So I'm going to turn the camera around. Okay, so down here I've got my fire pit. We're going to have an awesome fire later when it's dark. We're going to have a nice natural flame lit woodland. Obviously I'm going to clear out this area here of bracken and stuff so there's no fire hazard. But just to be clear, it has been raining, so the forest ground and all the sticks and everything are all wet. So that seriously helps to lessen the risk of any unwanted fires. Plus I've got lots of water on standby just in case, but I've never had any problems so far. Here I've got my usual chill out chair. I've actually had to take my top off because it's actually fairly warm out here despite being November. Here obviously I have my Vango Orion 200 tent. This is one of my favourite tents. I actually damaged this last time I used it. It was when I camped out at the church. I bent this tent pole here because I tripped over on something, and my natural reaction was to grab whatever was nearby to break my fall, and I foolishly grabbed this, and obviously I bent it as it's not meant to take my weight. But luckily I managed to find a replacement, so I've got my lovely tent back up and running again. I had to clear away a fair bit of dead bracken like this to make space for it, but I've got a nice little spot here. There's just like the bag for the tent and where you like the tent pole, sorry, the tent peg bags and that kind of stuff. As you can see, I'm surrounded by quite tall dead bracken like this, which helps to obscure my view. What else? I'll just show you inside. Here, this is home for the night. I've got little lights here. I've got little lights, and I've got another one. Oh, nearly fell over. Oh. I've got another one there, if you can see. Hang on. Let me just readjust this thing. I'm holding my camera tripod. Okay, so that's this is my food. I've got some freeze-dried reindeer stew, 578 calories per portion. This was bought for me by my Swedish aunt. It was very kind of her. I've actually had these a while now, but I really need to get around to using them. The first one was actually quite delicious. And this is reindeer stew, something you don't get in the UK. I think a lot of British food can be quite boring, if I'm being honest, so I've got that. I've actually got some very, very basic food today. I've got a beef pot noodle, and I've got a Bombay Bad Boy pot noodle, and in here Hang on. One second. Here I've got my my army mess tin to boil some water in. I'll just stick that on top of the fire. And here I've got some natural mineral water, obviously for drinking, and also to put on the fire if I have to. And I've got more than one bottle. So that's my food for tonight. I know it's nothing super exciting, but because I haven't been out camping for a while, I didn't want to bring out anything really awkward to cook. I just want something nice and simple for tonight, because it's my first trip in a while. Here I've got my awesome nighttime floodlight, so people can see me when I'm filming. This is pretty awesome because it also works as a little it also works as a power bank. You can plug in your phone or your camera using a USB cord into the back of it. If you can see here, look, just plug your USB in there. You can power your phone and your stuff if your battery's getting a bit low, and also you can light up the camp whilst filming, which is pretty awesome. And I think this I only paid like about £18 for this from Amazon. I mean, this is a great little thing. You don't need to spend a lot of money for good stuff. Here I've got binoculars. Binoculars are always handy in case you want to see what's going on in the distance. Say, like, if you're not sure, there's like, if you see in the distance what looks like people or a person but you're not sure, you can check it out. And obviously I've got my regular LED floodlight. These are pretty cool, also cheap from Amazon. I've got my gear here. One reason I like this tent is I can put all my gear and all food inside. Put that bag there. Let me just get out of here for a minute. I'll turn this light off and save the battery for tonight. I've actually seen some mosquitoes about, so I don't want mosquitoes in my tent. So I'm going to zip that bad boy up. So yeah, once it's dark, it's not going to be light again until about 6:30 in the morning, at least. So this is going to be my home for a while now. So yeah, that's it so far, really. Again, thank you for joining me. It's great to have you watching. If you like this content, please hit the like and subscribe. All channel support is appreciated. And also, please drop a comment down below in the comment section if you got something you want to add. It helps with the algorithm and helps to get me views, and you know, it just helps me out and helps the channel out. I know I'm only a small channel, but you know, it all helps. So anyhow, that's it for now. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you soon. All right, see you in a bit. Bye bye. Hey guys, how's it going? Just wanted to get in one last video before it gets dark. Everything's all done and set up now, so I can relax. I've got my twig stove going. As you can see, all looks very nice and cozy. So it will be dark before too long. It gets dark very early at this time of year. Let me just set this camera down. So yeah, don't know what to say really. You've probably noticed I'm wearing all this camo gear. This is German flak tarn, and this is all German flak tarn. This is a German military shirt, still with its original German flags on it, because sometimes when you buy these in this country, the flag badges have been taken off, but these still have the German flags on. This one is dated 1999, but it's unissued, so it's in pretty much mint condition. It's like new. But this t-shirt and these trousers I'm wearing are reproductions. They're not like old military surplus. These are actually brand new, but this jacket is actually genuine German military. I've always loved the German Flecktarn design, and the reason I bought this military, oh, and also this cap. My hair's got a bit messy. This is also German military Flecktarn. Only paid €4 for this. It's not bad, so I can't complain. Like €4, and this is quite well made cap as well, nice and sturdy. The reason I bought this gear is, one, because I like it, no other reason. I'm just having fun. And number two is because I want to separate my camping gear from my casual wear gear, because I don't want to come out here in my tracksuits and other stuff that I would normally wear and come home stinking of smoke in my regular stuff. I'd rather have a set of gear that I wear just for camping, that I don't mind if it gets dirty or smells of smoke or whatever, and that way I can save my regular clothing for doing regular things. So that's another reason. So I bought this purely just for camping, like in the woods or wherever, you know. And also, obviously, being military gear, you have lots of pockets, lots of good sized pockets where you can put all your stuff in, which you know, like civilian clothing doesn't normally have, or not always anyway. What have I got with me? I've got my let me just open this up. I've got my everyday carry knife that I reviewed on my last video. This is my little 3-inch blade knife that I carry everywhere. I'm going to start buying more. I'm going to have a whole collection of them. Knife is so handy. In my view, every man should carry a knife and a lighter. I'm not talking about necessarily a massive great Bowie knife, you know, just a little folding pocket knife like this, you know. A knife will always come in handy at some point or another. Yeah, a knife and a lighter everyone should carry. So I'm carrying my little pocket knife. Again, I reviewed this in my last video. It's a Rough Rider pocket knife. Nice little knife. I love it. I'm gonna stick that back in there. So yeah, I'm all set up and relaxed for the night. I had a big meal before I come out, so hopefully I won't get hungry too early. But even already, I almost feel like I could eat something. I had like a huge pasta and bolognese and cheese dish before I come out, and I put loads of like extra hot chili sauce on top of it because I love chili sauce. I put it on almost everything. But there's something about being out in the woods and camping and even just getting set up that makes you hungry. But yeah, I should have easily enough food to see me through the night. It's not going, as I said, it's not going to be light again until about 6:30 in the morning, maybe even a bit later. That's the thing with camping in winter. Time's against you. You're in a hurry to get set up before it gets dark, which can add to the stress. You know, you are pushed for time a little bit, and also most of the time is spent in darkness, because obviously, you know, dark at 4:30, light at 6:30. You know, over 12 hours of darkness. And obviously it's quite mild tonight. I mean, I'm sitting here in my t-shirt, you know, but obviously you can also have the cold to attend with when it gets colder and frostier. But that's winter camping for you. But I'm quite lucky. at the moment it's quite mild. So yeah, I've been wanting to get out camping for a while. It's just nice to get away from work and get away from town, you know, walking the same streets, being in the same workplace every day, breathing the same air, seeing the same people, doing the same things. I've got nothing against my job or the people I work with. It's just nice to, it's just nice to get away from it, just spend some time in the woods for a while and have a bit of fun. So yeah, I think that's it for me from now. So I'm now just going to sit here and enjoy the peace and quiet and the sounds of the forest. And I will catch you guys again soon. All right. Thank you again for sticking with me, and I'll see you again soon. All right. Bye bye. Hey, how's it going? Okay, it's dark now. Um, there's been some people around in the woods. Um, I was sitting in my chair and I heard some whistling sounds, which I thought might have been some kind of night bird at first. But then I saw torches flashing in the distance. At first, I wasn't sure if I was seeing a torch or something else, but then I noticed it was definitely a torch, and someone was around. Someone was scanning the area around with a torch, and also a vehicle pulled up, and they sat in the car park where I would have parked, and they just sat there for ages with their headlights on, and whoever it was scanning around here with a torch. So I don't know what they were doing, but I shut all my lights off and kept as quiet as possible in the dark. Um, it might have just been maybe a late night dog walker or forestry commissionary or something, I don't know, but I mean, it hasn't really spooked me. I just don't know what they're up to. Um, but now they're gone, I'm now going to take a walk back to my vehicle and just have a look around, just make sure my car's okay. Um, yeah, so that's it basically. Yeah, I just heard whistling like, and I saw a torch scanning around the trees, and almost shone in my general direction. Because when I turned up here, and an old guy walking his dogs, he saw me carry a load of my gear into the woods, and I hope he hasn't reported me. So it's not technically illegal to camp in these woods, but it's kind of frowned upon. Um, but I'm wondering if the lights in the car park and the person scanning around with the torch was something to do with that guy seeing me earlier. Who knows? But anyhow, I'm going to go and check up on my vehicle and also grab a warmer top while I'm there, because the temperature will probably drop. and I'll catch you guys soon, alright? See you in a bit, bye. Come on, turn off. Hey guys, let me just adjust the camera. Hey guys, how's it going? Okay, so obviously as you can see I'm in my tent. It's dark now, it's fully dark. So yeah, I had the incident with the vehicle in the car park earlier. Because there's like a small car park just off the dirt track. Because even though I'm in the woods in the middle of nowhere, it's still kind of a public area and you do get people. But I had a flashlight shining around, and then they just sat in the car park for ages with the headlights on, just sitting there. So I don't know what they were doing. I suspect it was probably just like a dog walker, because I've camped in these woods many times and I have actually known people to be walking the dogs in the pitch dark before. I think you just get these old country folk who are used to the woods, and they just don't care about the dark. They'll just walk the dogs in the dark and it doesn't bother them because they're just used to it. I suspect that's what it was. That's my theory anyway. And then I was sitting outside the tent with no lights on, because my eyes can get used to the dark pretty well, even when in no daylight in the woods. And I saw what looked like an odd looking vehicle moving along the dirt track a few hundred yards or so from my tent. And I heard voices, but the lights just disappeared, which I thought was odd. And I never heard any like voices or anything sounding like anyone was about, so I don't know where they disappeared to or what they were doing. My theory is there's like off to the right of the dirt track, there's like a footpath and cycle path, and I think it may have been some cyclists going off the dirt track to the path on the right. That's my theory anyway. But yeah, the woods are a little more active tonight than which is the normal. But I guess I just have to accept the fact that, you know, I'm not the only one out in these woods. You know, it's a forest after all. You're always going to get other people doing stuff. I'm not particularly like worried or anything. I went and got a you see this? I went and got a warmer top as the temperature's starting to drop a bit now, and because even though it's dark, it's still fairly early. It's not actually that late, maybe 7:30 in the evening. Once it gets later, I'm going to get the fire going, and I'm going to cook one of those ready meals to get some warm food in me. So I'm going to have a nice lovely campfire later on, but I'll do that later when there's less likely to be people around, you know, who will notice it. Because people do camp in these woods, you know. It's just you're not really supposed to be, because the Forestry Commissionary woods. But people do it anyway. I've seen like young lads, like, you know, camping together and having a fire. As long as you don't, like, you know, cause too much trouble or like wreck the place or burn the place down or whatever, I think people generally turn a blind eye to it. But it's just lovely to get out camping, you know, and enjoy the forest, the lovely fresh air. The air is just so nice and fresh here, you know. I can feel my body heat warming up this tent on the inside. It's quite nice. So anyhow, that's it for now. It's been an interesting little evening so far, but I'm gonna chill out for a while, potter about, do this and that, and I'll catch you guys soon, alright? If you stuck with me so far, thank you for sticking with me. It's great to have you with me. It's great to have you watching. And I'll see you guys soon, alright? See you in a bit. Bye. Hey, how's it going? Back again. Okay, so I'm actually getting pretty hungry now. I got a lot more hungrier a lot quicker than I thought I would. So I think I'm going to get the fire going and get my food on the go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to boil up some water in my mess tin. I'm going to make this, and then I'm going to make this as well. So I'm going to have like kind of 2 meals at once, because these are nice, but I don't think it'll be particularly filling. But these two combined will fill me up really nicely, and the Bombay Bad Boy is nice and spicy. That'll warm me up really nice, I think. So I'm going to get the fire going. I wanted to leave the fire till a bit later, but honestly I really could use some food right now. There's a bug there. Never mind. At least we're not in Australia, where I have to worry about dangerous bugs. That's one good thing about living in England, I guess. So anyhow, I'm going to get the fire going, and I'll catch you guys outside. Alright, see you in a bit. Bye bye. Okay, here goes. Oh, damn it. Oops. Get some nice kindling on that. I should start to pick up quite nicely. Let's pick up the camera. That lovely crackling sound. Can't beat that good old-fashioned campfire sound. The water's starting to bubble away quite nicely now. The flames and the smoke are hiding it a bit, but yeah, the water's going. Yeah, it's boiling. Definitely boiling now. I think I can safely put that on my food. Yeah. Well, that's a lovely warm fire, that. Okay, I'm going to sort my food out, hang on. Okay, so I've poured that in, and now I just need to let that sit for about 3 minutes or so. Then I can tuck in, and I'll see what this reindeer stew is like. Can't wait. The fire has brought some welcome heat. I mean, it's not actually too cold out here, but still lovely. I've got my floodlight on, which is why you can see so much. Otherwise it'd be a lot darker around here. Anyhow, I'll see you guys back in a little bit. Okay. Oh, so this should now be ready. Let's try out this reindeer stew. It's actually quite nice. Warm me up lovely on the inside. Oh, it's a bit hot. This might actually be more filling than I thought. Oh. God, I can really taste those reindeer chunks. Of course, reindeer taste delicious. It tastes like something familiar, but I can't quite place it. Oh. These meals are definitely worth it. Might see if I can buy more of these. Thank you, Aunt Monica. It tastes like lamb. That's what it tastes like. Reindeer tastes like lamb, or at least this reindeer does anyway. Anyhow, I shall finish this, and I'll see you guys soon. Wow. Hi, how's it going? Back again. Oh, I tell you, that was a damn fine meal. I never realised, well, I've forgotten just how good those instant freeze-dried meals are. I'll have to buy some more. But that reindeer meat definitely tasted of lamb. Definitely. I don't think I'll have the pot noodle just yet. I was going to have them both back to back, but they filled me up a bit more than I thought it would. Yeah. Let's go chuck another log on that fire. Stoke it up a bit. Oh. Excuse me, I'm just fiddling about here with stuff. Oh, so I've had something to eat. I've got a nice campfire going, nice and warm. I don't know what time it is, but I'm now just going to sit here and enjoy a nice natural fire in the woods. It's just so nice to be out of town and away from the daily grind. Oh dear, I should really stop vaping. It's still better than smoking though, I think. I'd still rather vape than smoke. But it's probably still not that good for you either. I feel like this night out in the woods will knock me out quicker than I thought. Something about the fresh air and camping tires you out quite quickly. I can feel that lovely warmth. Yeah, the fire's definitely picking up nicely now. Well, if you're watching, I really appreciate it. And I'll keep saying it, but I really appreciate anyone who watches, you know. I'm sure you're probably watching from the comfort of your nice warm bedroom or armchair or whatever while I'm out doing this. And that's all good. So if you're watching, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the content. I enjoy being out here and doing this, so I might as well film it. Anyhow, I'm going to say goodbye for now. I'm going to turn the camera off and I'm just going to chill out for a bit. I'll see you guys a bit later on. Right, thank you, and I'll see you in a bit. Hey guys, back again. Okay, so it's about 2 in the morning now, and I've had quite a long day already. You know, I've had my fun in the food and the campfire, and a night out in the forest. So I think I'm going to call it a day now and try and get some sleep, and so I can get going tomorrow morning. I want to try and get going sort of fairly early-ish if I can. Get home and have a nice warm shower. Thought I heard something. Anyhow, yeah. So yeah, I'm going to call it a night now, and I will see you guys tomorrow in the morning. Alright. Thank you for sticking with me if you have, and I'll see you later. Alright, bye bye. Morning. Oh my god. It's it's 10 to 12 in the afternoon. I slept way longer than I anticipated. I did get a good night's sleep though. Oh, damn. Excuse me. Oh, I did not expect to sleep in this long. Right. I'm gonna have to think about getting up and making getting all my gear packed up and making my way back. I've got stuff to do at home. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Oh dear. God. Yep, I'm gonna get up and start doing stuff. I'll be back with you guys in a bit. Oh, daylight. Right, time to get this lot packed up. Okay, all my gear's packed up. There's the spot where I was. No trace that I've been there, apart from obviously the ground's a bit flattened, but that's it. And yeah. Oh, hang on. This is where I had the fire. Tiny bit of charcoal dust, but that's not exactly. That will just go into the ground and become compost. So there's no issues there. You couldn't hardly even see I had a fire there. So yeah, I've left no trace. All nice and neat and tidy as it was, because I always try and respect where I've been camping. And I'm now going to head back to the vehicle, alright? Hey, back again. Well, that's me done for this camping trip. I just want to get home and have a nice coffee and feed my cats and have a nice hot shower. I really enjoyed this camping trip. It was a really good one. I quite enjoyed it. I I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you watched the video, again, as always, thank you very much. But I'm going to call it it for this video. So I will see you guys soon again in the next video. Okay, thank you again. Bye bye.